So today, I played Hypixel BEDWARS. Recently I wanted to start almost like a mini-series, where I explore every single game in the Minecraft server Hypixel, popular or not. So today, I decided to smash some beds! So we've all heard of BEDWARS, you all know the basics, but for the point of this video, let's assume that you don't. BEDWARS is a game about, can you guess it? Protecting your bed! And then destroying everyone else's bed, because apparently no one deserves a sleep schedule but you. You need to bridge to the middle, of which I did with ease, using Ninja Bridge. Ninja Bridge is a tactic of bridging where the player crouches at the end of a block and then proceeds to uncrouch to increase speed, then timing their crouch again to be right at the end of the block. This type of bridging is far more effective than the ordinary bridging, although still ineffective against whatever the heck God bridging is. Like, come on, if you can God bridge, go outside maybe! Touch a blade of grass every now and then. So after layering my bed in a flimsy defense of wool, I went on a bit of a road trip to middle, and then collected some brilliant emeralds, and then was confused as to what on earth I'll do with them. Because, you see, I had gotten used to the Hive BEDWARS, which is now shut down. However, it's all fine. I bought some diamond armor with said emeralds, of which was similar to the Hive. I then built a bridge to the diamond generator to acquire infinite diamonds, which actually doesn't do much in BEDWARS, though in your survival SMP, infinite diamonds would be brilliant. After that, I increased the stability of my bed defense using some clay instead of just wool. And then, after using my newfound diamonds, I added sharpness onto my weaponry, which meant I could now slaughter my enemies with great efficiency. I then proceeded to use the pop-up tower, which basically builds for me, so I don't have to do a single thing. And once that was constructed, I then jumped to Aqua's base and destroyed their ability to sleep, and then destroyed them. I returned back to my base victorious. However, I was one of the few teams who still had a sleep schedule in place, which made me a target for attack. So I attacked them first. I hopped over to Yellow Base, this time with the aid of a few potions. I removed their sleep schedule, and then removed them. Game 1 I was victorious, which I was quite shocked about, because from all the Technoblade videos I watched back in the day, I had assumed I'd be destroyed before I'd even taken my first breath. However, I entered Game 2 hoping that I would be defeated. I went through the same process as before, flimsy bed defense, buy wool, and bridge. So I went to go acquire a lovely amount of diamonds. But it was here, Pink Team blessed me with a possible and future death. They approached my base majestically, a trail of red encapsulating them as they longed to annihilate my bed and then me. The red trail also meant they had TNT. They destroyed my bed, but I was still thriving. I was the first person in the entire game to lose their sleep schedule, which meant I might lose, of which I was very grateful for. I also admired Pink Team's dedication, as they rushed back to my base to finish me off. However, despite wanting to lose, I made a very kind request, to which they disregarded and then murdered me in cold blood. Currently acquired a 1-to-1 win ratio. However, I had experienced it to be 0-to-2, so I needed to change that, and lose even more games. I joined another game, went through the motions we established in previous rounds. However, this time, I was risky. I made the choice to go after the people next to me, instead of going to the diamond generator. And this is how I was able to destroy White Team's bed. I then flexed on them, and then perished. Gone away! White Team were once again insistent on attacking me, and so I decided, once again, to show off my key negotiation skills, which didn't end well. You know, maybe if Hypixel players just talked to each other, it wouldn't have to come to this. It was his loss though, because he died. And I thrived! I then bridged the diamond generator, sharpened my sword, purchased some firepower, and then went on my way. Afterwards, I approached Grey Team, bombed his island, and then annihilated him. I was in the final 3. Blue Team's bed was destroyed, and the only team left with a bed was Yellow Team. So I went to destroy them. There was no one defending Yellow Team's base, though they had set up a trap, of which was rendered completely ineffective against my insane awesomeness. You know what else would be awesome? If you subscribed right now. So I yoinked a fireball at their bed, destroyed their beauty sleep, and then got my bed destroyed as well. I tried to shoot them, but luckily Yellow Team had my back. And they also had me cornered. We both had no clue what to do. If Yellow Team crossed, then I'll just shoot them. If I crossed, I'd get shot. But luckily, my brain is enormous. Remember those pop-up towers from earlier? Yeah, I used them again! And from up at the top of the pop-up towers, I was able to properly and effectively leap down and defeat my enemies. After leaping over a fireball like that fella from the Matrix, I plopped down onto his island. I peed in through the top of his island, spying on him like a creep. And then, after chugging golden apples the same way you would chug a chug jug, I engaged in combat! And while yelling advertisements for my social medias, I won the game. Win ratio currently at 2-1. It was here I wanted one final experience with Bed Wars. So I hopped into my final game. I went through the motions I had been conditioned to carry out. Buy blocks, bridge to middle, defend your bed. Oh, what's this? Oh, Blue Team's trying to bridge. I might as well let them across. It would be unfair not to. In Bed Wars, everything is fair game! Whoa! After emptying my pockets of all my belongings, I sought to destroy Blue Team. And while I didn't destroy the fella, I at least gave him an abnormal lack of sleep. Blue Team tried to bomb me, but I've seen all them war films. I know how to counter a bomb. By running away. I used my extreme lack of going outside to get on top of Blue Team's roof, and then bombed and stabbed them until they died. And then, after doing bridging tactics even ladies couldn't resist, I looked over and observed a wild Grey Team staring me down. Of course, being the exceptional gamer that I am, I expected to absolutely annihilate Grey Team and then win the game. The opposite happened. I decided to take my own life instead, so they wouldn't get the kill. Spoiler, they got the kill. And even though I tried to use my bomb expertise to my advantage, it still didn't work, and my bed got destroyed. But Grey Team ran away from me for some unknown reason. I mean, if I were them, I'd like pursue me to go finish me off or whatever, but I mean, fair enough. But it was their mistake, as that meant I could go to their base and ruin their sleep schedule. Because if I can't have sleep, then nobody can. However, he had the blast-proof glass, and endstone, and other extreme bed defenses. So I had to rush to middle in order to survive, and win the game. At this point, I'd forgotten all about losing, so I didn't care. However, I had to quickly retreat from middle. Something I haven't mentioned for the entire video is that when your bed gets destroyed, you can't respawn. And because my bed had been mashed, if I died, I could not come back. However, I had a plan with the emeralds I had acquired. To purchase an invisibility potion. So now, I need to go over and rush over to Grey's base. But it would appear that Aqua Team already beat me to it. But that didn't discourage me. So I went invisible, edged around Aqua Team, and blew up Grey Team's bed. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I mean, I blew it up, but I didn't blow it up very well though. What is Bed Wars? It's crazy and wacky and really, really stupid if you're a clumsy B-word like me.